for excuse me, for healthcare. Let's first go over Minera or Moderna. Moderna had an amazing day on Friday. 3%. Let's check out this last week. Yeah, the moves just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and huge. So this is Moderna. It popped off of the 50, then held the 159, the 50% retracement or extension, and it looks like it's off for the races. Well, we got 186. Watch a quick little 191 pop, or like basically drop. I would say drop like all the way down to maybe 72. It could, because look where it came from 59. But if we hit the 91, I'd say it comes back down to right around here, the 80 level. And at the 80 level, I'd say buy a GILD. Right here would have been your ideal jump in, especially after a down day on Friday. But looks good. Like I said, be careful. We are at basically all-time highs at the 189, or the yearly highs at 189, which is basically all-time highs for the stock. So be very careful. This could just take off, hit the 215, and then shake everybody out. Remember, just think of all the different possibilities that could happen. We are coming up to a massive amount of resistance, which is here and here. So we could break out pretty decent. ABBV. We're just entered the squeeze. As an indication down here, I don't know. I'm not a guarantee that I really like this the way it is. Yes, we just hit the 50. So it would be a textbook just buy. And obviously we got the bounce the next day. But then we got rejected right at the 20. So if it holds the 50, great. Let's look for it to kind of shift back up to 119. But if not, it could just drop down to the 100, which would be 108. So just be careful. It doesn't look very pretty. Johnson and Johnson. We are right at the highs, high and tight. Friday started off great, kind of got destroyed, as you can see. This chart doesn't even tell it justice. It looks extremely bearish right here, but when you put it all in perspective, it's a 2-point difference on $100 stock. So we're looking at like nothing, 2% difference. No, it's almost $200 stocks, like a 1.5% difference between right here and where we are. So it's not very much, and we've been dancing around in here for quite some time as we just entered a squeeze. So I mean, it's all kind of goes. Let's see what happens with the market, but I don't see any problem with this at all. However, let me say, before I would really want to get in, I want to see it go above the 171, or if it kind of touches down at the 50, kind of at the 166, I would say that'd be another decent entry. But I'd be careful because it could flush further. But I wanted to see if it can maintain holding the 66.75. GILD. This got just look at this. Now I know I was saying be careful, watch the 67, but wow. I mean that's not really that much. It's 66. So it's not like it really dropped terribly. It just looks terrible on the chart. Again, looks terrible on the chart, but we're right at the 50, holding the 100. Just be easy. Um if we can get to, if we hold this for maybe next week and we're anywhere between this area, went down, touched it, and then starting to build higher, then yeah, I'd want to get in looking for it to break the 67.77 and go higher than the 70. Or if this just starts going up next week, I'd want to see it break the 67, hold the 67, then go from there. Pfizer. Well, last week was not very helpful for Pfizer, and we're in a downward squeeze. Look at this, momentum's rising. Yeah, stay away. Unless you want to short. I'd say this is a short, but watch, be very careful because we have the 50, which we have all these lines right here that has been support from the past, so just be very careful. But it does not look like Pfizer's going to, doesn't look like it's going to the moon. Let's just say that. It might be going downward. Bristol Myers, man, it's like all of healthcare. We broke out, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Monday we broke to a high and got destroyed. But we are at the 20. So let's see what that does on the 20. If it holds the 20, then look for it to break out because these are not extensions. These are just lines that I drew. So we're in their range. As you see, is a high and a high. So we hold this green line and look for it to go higher if it holds. Merck. Oh yeah, this is nasty. Last week was a terrible week for Merck. And as the chart looks, doesn't look like it's getting anywhere better. So yeah, short, buy some puts. AstraZeneca, I like it. Just be easy. It could jiggle around a little bit longer for the 20 to break the 55.75. This could, so which in other words, we could hit the 70 or the 55.75 just to make sure the green goes above it and then decides to go higher. UNH, United Health Group. Just entered to squeeze 2 days ago. It says negative momentum. I would like to disagree with that. It looks like we're steady building a little bit higher and a little bit higher, looking to break the 425. So if I would buy some calls, maybe a little bit long, or we'll give it a little bit of time, but that will be expensive just because it's a $400 stock. Now Sarepta. Yeah, it looks like it'll roll back over. And we'll retest this 68.04. All right, healthcare.